Today, we're breaking down something called the intelligence hierarchy. It's a really powerful framework that explains how the smartest organizations go from just collecting tons of data to actually developing what you might call foresight, the ability to see what's coming.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem today, doesn't it? Businesses have more data than they know what to do with. They're literally drowning in it. And yet, so many are starving for real wisdom. Getting the data is one thing, but turning it into a real strategic edge? That's the hard part. And that's exactly where this intelligence hierarchy comes in. It's like a map that shows us how to get from one side of that gap to the other.
So let's start at the very bottom, level 1. This is the foundation of the whole pyramid, and it's all about looking inward, inside the organization itself. This is the world of business intelligence, or BI.
The easiest way to think about business intelligence is like an organization holding up a mirror to itself. It's all about using your own internal data to get a really honest look at how you're performing. It's not about the future, it's not about your competitors. It's purely focused on one simple question: what has already happened inside our company? So when you look at how BI works, it's pretty straightforward. The focus is completely internal. We're talking sales numbers, operational metrics, customer data. All of that stuff is pulled from the company's own systems, your CRM, your sales databases. And it's all designed to answer that one crucial question: what happened and why? It's kind of like being an archaeologist for your own business.
Let's make this really concrete with an example we'll follow all the way through. Imagine a hotel chain. For them, BI is all about their own performance. They're asking questions like, how full are our rooms? What's our average revenue per room? Are our guests happy? Getting those answers lets a manager make quick, tactical decisions, like maybe we need to adjust our weekend prices, or we need more people at the front desk during check-in.
Okay, so once you have a really clear picture of your own operations, it's time to start looking outside. This brings us to level 2, where we start to build on that foundation with competitive intelligence. Now the focus shifts to watching the market. And this shift in perspective is absolutely crucial. If BI is like looking in your rear-view mirror to see your own past performance, then competitive intelligence, or CI, is like glancing out the side window to see what the cars right next to you are doing right now. You see the shift? We're going from looking inward to looking outward, and from analyzing the past to monitoring the present.
So, what is CI? Well, it's all about understanding the competitive landscape. It's the art of figuring out your rivals. What are their strategies? Where are they strong? Where are they weak? You do all that so you can position yourself better in the current market.
With CI, the bullseye is squarely on your competitors and the industry as a whole. Your data isn't coming from your own CRM anymore. It's coming from external sources, public reports, market analysis, news articles. And the question driving everything is pretty simple. What are our rivals up to, and how should we react?
Let's go back to our hotel chain. Using CI, they're not just looking at their own room occupancy anymore. Now they're tracking the prices of the hotel across the street. They're digging into that new loyalty program a rival chain just launched. It's all about reacting to what's happening in your immediate competitive space, right now.
All right, now it's time to climb to the very top of the hierarchy, level 3. This is where we lift our gaze up from the immediate marketplace and we look way out towards the distant horizon. Welcome to the world of strategic intelligence.
And check out the huge difference here. CI is all about watching your known rivals in the present, but strategic intelligence, or SI, is so much bigger. It's trying to anticipate the future by scanning the entire environment for threats and opportunities, often from places you would never expect.
This is the heavy-duty stuff. This is the intelligence used by senior leadership. We're talking the C-suite, the board of directors, to make those massive long-term bets that will decide the company's future. It's not about reacting anymore. It's about proactively shaping what's to come, based on a deep read of big, systemic changes.
I mean, the scope of SI is just massive. Its focus is on these huge macro-level forces. Is there some new technology that could change everything? What about geopolitical shifts? Or changing social values? The key question here goes way beyond today. It becomes, what might happen next, and how do we get ready for it?
So for our hotel chain, SI isn't about what a rival is charging tonight. It's about asking these fundamental game-changing questions. Things like, how is climate change going to affect where people want to go on vacation in the next 20 years? Is there a new digital platform coming that could make hotels as we know them obsolete? How will an aging population change the kind of travel experiences people want? These are the questions that determine long-term survival. So, we've seen these 3 distinct levels, but here's the kicker. The real power, the true strategic advantage, it doesn't come from being good at just one of them. It comes from integrating all three, so you can move from simple insight to genuine foresight.
You can actually think about this as a journey, right? It's a path from data to action. Business intelligence takes your raw data and turns it into insight about your own performance. Then, competitive intelligence builds on that to give you awareness of your market. And finally, strategic intelligence makes that final crucial leap, turning all that awareness into true foresight, the ability to see what's coming around the corner.
You know, the source material for this explainer puts it perfectly. It says that the most resilient organizations are the ones that wire all three of these layers together. They create a system that turns insight into foresight, and this is the most important part, turns that foresight into strategic action.
And the difference couldn't be more stark. An organization that only has BI and CI is basically reacting all the time. They might be fast reactors, but they're always playing catch-up. An organization that integrates all three levels becomes proactive. It stops just reacting to change. It starts to anticipate and sometimes even shape the disruption itself.
So, at the end of the day, the big takeaway is this. Winning isn't about who has the most data. It's an interpretation contest. The real advantage goes to the organization that builds the capability to see itself, its market, and the future, all at the same time.
And that really leaves us with one last question to chew on. Think about your own workplace, or any company you follow. Are they built to just react to what's already happened? Or are they actively building the capability they need to actually shape what comes next?